formation. It's probably the most popular. Just to show you guys that, number one, this will not stop the run successfully. So we're just going to go over and run it as we were, although I don't know why it's not letting me get off my safety. This game's been really buggy since the last patch. You have to pause sometimes just to get that ability back. But like I said, let's say we're setting this up the same way. You're just going to see here, it's not typically going to shut down a lot of inside runs because of a couple reasons. Number one, it gets to the safeties right away. The safeties are the issue when it comes to cover, too. Number one, they play too far back. Let's go to replay. They play too far back to start the play. But number two, they also drop back immediately. Unless you guess one, which is a huge mistake, they will typically drop back on their heels and be out of position to make any type of play. There's an easy counter for that. So a great counter for that.
All right, fellas, let's go.
Quarters. Now, all I'm going to do is baseline show blitz baseline once again. I'm going to use these safeties a little bit, bring them in a little bit tight so that they can be right in the area where an inside zone run would be. And this is basically going to be your look. If you don't guess pass, which is not something you're going to want to do now, you're going to see how these guys do a much better job of stopping the run. That was a safety catching the running back about 2 yards after the ball was snapped. It's almost less to replay. It's much different when it comes to cover fours. Cover fours, the safeties will play down.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys.
Do me a favor, hit the like button in the comment section. Other than thanks for watching my episode. If you need more help with some of these shows, head over to my Patreon and join my team. Or you can get exclusive content like ebooks and podcasts.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the pistol, here's Elliott. Room here to run. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 27-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries in the ballgame. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A handoff left to Elliott.
Oh,
and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. To throw is Prescott. Looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Out to his left. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Get the ball back.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Lance. Flushed out right. He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Osa Odighizuwa breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Working from the gun, Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and run in for a touchdown.
Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. McCann's got it teed up.
So what we got down there, we get down there.
This one is the fair catch, a signal for and take it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
Everybody's being covered through.
Once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Still on his feet. 68 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards.
Forward, baby.
With the runners giving us too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A first down carry by Elliott.
Oh,
2
motherfucker.
yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
All we got to
A
do
rare
is
misstep
cover.
on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Bring that safety up.
Here's Prescott. He's got his receiver.
Hold that rock, hold that rock.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Just be cover 3, baby.
Now Elliott.
That's
And
my
he
fault.
maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
Finish it up.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Again, it's Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nigga said my QB trash.
Now Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. Touchdown!
Fuck you.
Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7
Let's go,
on the
baby.
year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point.
Let's go,
It's
baby.
up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Supposed to be 14-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
No more turnovers. Just takeaways, baby. Let's go.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Soft ass.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Lance to throw it. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the gun, it's Lance. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Lance again. That's swung out to Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield, Lance Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 36.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time. Shotgun now for Lance. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
This would be a perfect opportunity for either the toss or the jet sweep because basically
McCann's got it teed up. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 83 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down.
Wow.
It's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Sure.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Lance now on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. The Lance going to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Looking to throw again on second down. Lance, that's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle with his second touchdown here in this first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Lance now on first down. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Damn, how you hit the bitch, bro?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 3 yards the gain there, second down. To throw, it's Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
McKinnon here, it's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down.
Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 118 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a give here to Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking, throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket? I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Fucked up our motherfucking average. Fucked up the boost.
Again, it's Elliott. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 1st down, Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a play fake. Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Lance now to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Good shit.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Lance. Flushed out right. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lance. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk there to make the grab. And the Niners are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. McCann's got it teed up. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Mostert a 1st down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
First man through. It's the fullback use check. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The Niners on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 11. Flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off of play action, here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Oh well, fellas. Ooh, 41%. That's terrible.
Right now, small businesses get Spectrum Business Internet and phone free for 1 month. So the best value is now even better. 200 megabit per second internet plus business phone for only $69.98 a month. And 1 month free when you switch today. Stay. We are so sorry. We hope you'll have us over again.
It was said in the press that I was invited to speak to the transgender employees of Netflix, and I refused. That is not true. If they had invited me, I would have accepted it, although I am confused about what we are speaking about. I said what I said, and boy, I heard what you said. My God, how could I not? You said you want to say working environment at Netflix. Well, it seems like I'm the only one that can't go to the office anymore. I want everyone in this audience to know that even though the media frames us that it's me versus that community, that it's not what it is. Do not blame the LGBTQ community for any of this shit. This has nothing to do with them. It's about corporate interests and what I can say and what I cannot say. For the record, and I need you to know this, everyone I know from that community has been nothing but loving and supporting. So I don't know what all this nonsense is about. In summer 2020, when the whole world shut down, I was outside doing shows. My neighbor had a cornfield, and he let me throw shows there. And people came from all over the country. Some people came from around the world to see those shows. The best comedians on earth came to my home and broke bread with me. And we lived our lives. We found a way to keep moving forward. I made a whole documentary about it. The first night of those shows was a piece that some of you might have seen. It's called 846, and it dealt with the murder of George Floyd. This film that I made was invited to every film festival in the United States, and some of those invitations I accepted. And when this controversy came out about the closer, they began disinviting me from these film festivals. And now, today, not a film company, not a movie studio, not a film festival, nobody will touch this film. Thank God for Netflix. He's the only one that didn't cancel me yet. To the transgender community, I have more. And now, today, not a film company, not a movie studio, not a film festival, nobody will touch this film. Thank God for Ted Sarandos and Netflix. He's the only one that didn't cancel me yet. They began disinviting me from these film festivals. And now, today, not a film company, not a movie studio, not a film festival, nobody will touch this film. Thank God for Ted Sarandos and Netflix. He's the only one that didn't cancel me yet. To the transgender community, I am more than willing to give you an audience, but you will not summon me. I am not bending to anybody's demands. And if you want to meet with me, I'd be more than willing to, but I have some conditions. First of all, you cannot come if you have not watched my special from beginning to end. You must come to a place of my choosing at a time of my choosing. And thirdly, you must admit that Hannah Gadsby is not funny. I desperately want people to see this movie. But I understand why investors would be nervous, since nobody will touch it. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will make it available for all of you. And 10 American cities going on sale in the next few days. You will be able to see this movie in its entirety, and you can see what they're trying to obstruct you from seeing. And you can judge for yourself, but you cannot have this conversation and exclude my voice from it. That is only fair. You have to answer the question, am I canceled or not? Then let's go. Thank you very much.